So in this video, we're going to look at a little bit the most basic way to structure training. So on EFC, we have some fairly complex models from this. You'll see different models that we use, hero's journey, other kind of things we've got out there that you'll come across on the notes and things like that. What I realized though a couple of years ago is sometimes something I was doing that was incredibly obvious, I thought everyone knew, wasn't always obvious, and it wasn't always why we did those parts. That's this. With any exercise, this is the structure of an exercise rather than a whole training. We'd explain it, set it up, like this is what it is, this is the purpose of it, that's important. This is the method, also important to explain that, and here's the outcome, the result that you'll get. So 3 things to explain. This is what it is, this is the focus of your attention, this is the basic methodology. Then you get people to experience it as a group. Nearly always as a group. You might actually show it first if it's something that needs showing, so people can visually see it. But key stages there, you're explaining it, they're trying it as a group, then there's paired debrief, then a group debrief. And it might not be obvious why both of these stages are super helpful. I don't always do both, but usually. And the reason is this: a paired debrief, if people are shy to talk in the group, they can talk in a pair, something maybe a bit private. Also, just in terms of efficient use of time, you want most of your time on an embodiment training to be the experience itself. That's the meat of the sandwich, that's the heart of it. The paired debrief means efficiently everyone can talk. Question, why are they talking? Well, some people think out loud, some people, being socially witnessed as in talking is important for remembering things, for both clarifying and embedding the learning. This is why we've added one-to-one talking bits to embodied yoga, because in traditional yoga you have an experience, body and emotion maybe, but you don't get to talk about it. We found it wasn't quite sticking. Particularly extroverts like to think out loud. We all like to be seen, witnessed, and to clarify and remember. That's important for people. They might not want to do that in a group. Why then do we also do the group debrief? Well, it shows the range of experience. So you realize maybe, oh, I'm not a freak. I'm not the only one that had this. Or maybe there's something that was just below the radar of your own awareness, but when someone else says it, you're like, yes, that was also going on for me. Also, it bonds the group. It brings everyone back together once you've separated them out into pairs. So excuse me if this is completely obvious. What I found over the years is it's not always completely obvious, and it is worth clarifying why we do those stages. So there's the framing, sometimes involving a showing, but always at least a telling of the aim, the method, and potentially outcome. Then there's paired group experience, which again I would really recommend is like the biggest chunk of embodied training, or else you're just talking about embodiment, right? Keeping people in the experience, normally non-verbal at that point to help them. Then the paired talking, and then the group debrief to bring it back together. Super simple, in my experience, super valuable.